Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Subnautica! I am Kamchak Fisco. Come join me for an ocean adventure. Alright, that's... okay, so we've taken care of the underwater islands. We got the wreck here. I do want to poke around and explore some of the islands before we leave, though. So that takes care of literally every single wreck in the game. We have seen all of the wrecks. We've collected all the crap from them. We've seen all of the surface. I think we've seen all of the surface. Let's see, we've been to the safe shallows, we've been through the kelp forests, which there were several. We went to the grassy plateaus, which there are 4 of those as well, just like the kelp forest. We're at the underwater islands. We saw the the sparse reef we haven't really checked out much. We got the wreck that was there, but I think we got the wreck that was there. If there's a wreck there. We haven't really explored it though, because I kind of avoided it, I think. We do have the message to tell us to go back there, so I need to go back, grab the message, and then go explore that, because that's one life pod we haven't seen yet. We've been to the floater island. We saw the sea treader's path, even though I can't find a frickin' sea treader to save my life. I think I'm going to go back down there just to find one so I can show you guys, because they're really cool looking. There's the Grand Reef, which we saw, which has the bubbles in it. We saw the blood kelp zone, which is the freaky glowy vines and the blood on it. That blood oil sphere thingy that's freaky. We've been to the mushroom forest. We've been to the koosh zone, which is now the bulb zone. We've been to the crash zone, more than I would like. The only thing I haven't done is explore the ass end of the crash zone, and I'm not doing that because that's Reaper territory. We've been to the mountain islands as much as I didn't want to, because we got the 2 wrecks there. Oh wait, no, that was the mountain. We've been to the mountain island. We have a base there. Duh. My brain's not working. We've been to the dunes. We got the wreck that was there. But there's supposed to be something else there, and I don't know what it is. I think it's an alien cache, if I remember correctly. I don't know where it is, and I'm not going there until I know where the hell it is, because fuck that. So I think we have the surface covered. So we need to go back to the area that was, what was it? We were at the blood kelp zone. The blood kelp zone led to the Lost River, so we need to get back there and work on a base. That way we can start going deeper. Okay. Let's go poke around at these little floaty islands here. Because I saw some over there, and there was one to the right. Yeah, see, back in the day, I didn't know that reefers didn't spawn here, so I was horrified when I was in this area. I thought they would come, you know, screaming up from the depths, but nope, it's just these assholes. There's quite a few of these islands. Hey, guys. Yeah, those assholes keep popping in. There's a bigger one underneath where the wreck is. Interesting. Yeah, this would be hostile territory. You definitely wouldn't want to build a base down here. This is just insane. They've got to be, like, right above us, considering how loud they are. Okay, so these are just little islands with resources on them. There's nothing fancy here. So let's head back to the sub and the base. We'll grab the submarine and head towards the Lost River. Okay, so we have it was 19. It was life pod 19. The coordinates for that. We also have a new communications relay, so let's check it out.
Message.
CPU, high priority automated message from Aurora life pod 13. Coordinates attached. Life pod contains last known remains of the passenger emissary Joki Kassar. Yeah, we heard about that guy. He's part of the Mongolian group. I can't think of the word. I said Joki Kassar. Shit. Damn it. I said Joki Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway? Send immediate burial details. So, he was dead. Who sent that? Okay, that was weird. We do have a couple things to read before we go zipping over there now, but apparently we have 2 life pods to go check out, so we'll probably do that with the sea moth. Alright, let's get back to what we're doing. Life pod 12, Medical Officer Danby's crew log. I am not a doctor! I don't know why my ID card says, but I have never been. You know how I passed the medical exams? Planted a scanner in my top pocket and fed the instructions to an earpiece. Who wouldn't? What does a doctor these days need to know about manually resetting a bone? When's the last time top surgeon actually cut somebody open? That's why the robots are for. Oh, that's what the robots are for. And you know what? I was damn good at my job. Don't need to pass a medical exam to point a scanner at a patient and read out the diagnosis. Yeah, dude, you should have learned that shit. I can't believe my arrogance finally caught up with me. Yeah? What good is a damn scanner when it's not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding all over. I've got green pustules growing on my hands, so he's infected. I run a self-scan that tells me they've got skin irritation. Fabricated first aid kit, it says. Sure, I remember sitting in the lecture theater chatting to the pretty thing in the row behind me. The hell do I remember about making bleach and cleaning a wound? I think I'm gonna die down here. That's what you call karma in the worst possible way. VR Sweet Log. The hell's this? Loading program. Desert Island Drama. VRAT. Size 3 players. Resources normal. Spawning players on beach. Player 1 has been washed away with an unusually high tide. Player 2 has traded a coconut with Player 3 for 10 credits. Player 3 has planted the coconut. Players are getting hungry. Player 3 has grown a coconut tree. Player 3 has eaten a coconut. Player 3 is no longer hungry. Player 3 traded a coconut for Player 2 for 30 credits. That's ironic. Player 2 has eaten the coconut but is still hungry. Player 3 has traded a coconut with Player 2 in exchange for building a tent. Player 3 is sleeping inside their tent. Player 2 is cold. Night falls. A passing ship is offering trading. Player 2 has traded 30 credits for a musket. Player 3 has been shot twice in the head while sleeping. Player 2 wins. Player 2 has died from cold and starvation. Wow! Okay, that actually sounds about right. Public documents. Corporate profile. Torgal Corporation. Torgal Corporation is a long-standing family-run clan that operates almost a dozen mining and trading operations. The company's share price hit an all-time high on the announcement by a Mongolian cabal that their intent... Delegate! That's the word I couldn't think of when talking about Kassar. Sorry, that was out of the blue. A Mongolian cabal with their intent to construct a new phase gate utilizing Torgal materials. These plans were put on hold when Bart Torgal, the intended leader of the new mining operation, disappeared along with his father. I wonder if the gate we're building was originally meant to be Mongolian because they disappeared on the planet. We got the contract being part of Alterra. That's messed up. The charter. This ought to be good. Definitions. Transgov, an independent authority in de facto control of at least one solar system and phase gate. Citizen, a person who consents, consciously or implicitly, to the authority of a recognized transgov. The Charter, a full legal contract agreed upon by 37 separate transgovs and summarized herein. The Trans-System Federation, military police charged with enforcing the terms of the Charter, independent of, but funded by, the transgov. Independent of, huh? That's... so they don't even report to them? That could cause problems. Trans-System Phase Gate, any permanent installation which enables warping of spacefaring vessels between solar systems. Transgov Principles. Each transgov is to have an equal right with the most extensive basic liberty compatible with a similar liberty for others. A. Each has the right to its own phase gates and planetary infrastructure. B. Each has an obligation to share phase gate access with other transgovs on fair terms at no cost to themselves. C. Each has an obligation to financially maintain and comply with TSF. 2. Each transgov has the right to self-govern, subject to the restrictions laid out below. A. No transgov may develop weapons or technologies outlawed by Appendix 91. B. No transgov shall engage in the population abuse. That's probably why the Mongolians are not part of the system. Because they didn't agree with that, and they believed in having the ability to defend themselves. Interesting. Now we got an insane number of life forms, so whatever you guys want me to dedicate episodes to reading that, I can do it, because there's probably about 2 now. Okay, so we gotta check out the 2 signals, 13 and 19, and then we'll finally build the base down in the Lost River. And we're gonna be exploring entirely new territory. That'll be interesting, because from here on out, I am completely blind. I have not been there in any way, shape, or form, because back when I played, half the biomes I visited now that are on the surface didn't even exist. So for any of you that have been curious about that, the amount of farming I've done can be seen on my save game, because I know some of you are thinking, with the insane amount of farming, exactly how long has he been playing this game? Okay, the amount of time we've actually done game stuff has been about, I want to say, 6 or 7 hours? So that means I've spent 48 hours in-game farming. Yeah, I may have a problem. Anyway, that was ridiculous. I thought I'd show it on the next launch of the game before I got back into it. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, gang, so here we are back at it again. We have the 2 signals to check out, and apparently I missed something in the Deep Grand Reef when I was there with the large blue bubbles that floated with the string thingies attached to the ground. The really weird place that had the squid dudes. Anyway, there's something big that I missed, so I have to go back there. But once we hit that and the 2 life pods, we are ready to go deep, which apparently we have to go back to the original area that led us from the caves with the creepy vines and the blood oil to that new region, that new biome that I saw, and then backtrack. So that's the entrance that we have to go through to go south if we want to take the sea moth. Now, I've already moved over the Cyclops. So the Devoni's there. We obviously have Bessie with us. We're in Big Mama. I finally named the frickin' prawn suit. It's Little Al. I don't want to get into why it's called that for now, but anyway. So that's the case. We have the new updates that's been going on with the experimental mode, so I want to explain some of the things they've changed. You now have to power your engine on, so you can turn it off to be completely silent. There's now 3 speeds, slow, medium, and fast. Cavitation is still a thing, so you gotta be careful with which speed you have. However, silent running is now something you turn on, lasts for 30 seconds, no matter what speed you're going, and then it has a cooldown of several minutes. So it's not a mode you can be in constantly, but it's a, oh shit, we're being followed, activate, and then run like hell, and it ignores your cavitation. Obviously, I'm still running with a single decoy launcher because that damn thing wouldn't stop bugging. We've got our shields for now. So, yeah, I finally figured out what this little thing is right here. They've changed how the sub's damage works. Thank God. They still need to buff up how easily we take damage once this is gone, but this is an overshield. We actually take far less damage, or we take no damage while the overshield is in effect. Until your hull drops below 80%, the overshield will continually recharge back to full, giving you damage immunity. So if I collide with shit, it doesn't hurt us. It hurts the overshield. So we don't necessarily get holes, which is why in the last video, or actually no, it wasn't in the video. Actually, it might have been in the video, because we saw that little thing. It was why when I was hitting stuff, we weren't ripping holes in the Cyclops. So that's actually been changed. I need to, let's leave the lights on, because we're actually doing a tour here. Obviously, you guys know how I have all this set up. We have all the decoys, which I have a few more. I think we now have, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 spare. And then we've got the one in the device. We still have our seeds, and 2 things of seeds. We got our fruit. We've got our upgrade spares, which they actually have symbols for all these now, so that's really cool. The Cyclops engine efficiency modules. We have the sonar upgrade, finally. We have the docking repair bay module, which I think I made last time. I might have done it off camera. We have the decoy upgrade launcher that sucks balls. And we've got the Seamoth upgrade crap that we don't need anymore. Although I do need to take the Seamoth out and swap her freaking depth thing, because that's bork, like always. Which I actually think I want to do it on this thing, too, because even though it says it goes that deep, I don't trust it. There we go, whole module. Take that out, put it back in, make sure it's working properly. Yeah, we're running with 2 energy efficiency modules. If we need the sonar, I'll plug it in. But until then, I want the efficiency modules, because they've changed how efficiency works. You now only have 100% efficiency on the Cyclops. It's back to the way it was way back in the beginning, where the energy ratio sucked. And they've also changed one thing. We can no longer charge batteries or power cells with the power efficiencies on and get extra energy back, which understandably makes sense, but sucks. So you now officially have to charge your batteries and your power cells back at the base. You have to charge the power cell back at the base. But if you do the battery, it's going to drain from your power cells, so be aware of that. However, in effort to prepare for that, I have an oh dear god amount of power cells. 5 lockers. 30 each. That's 150 power cells. I think we're going to be fine, and I might be a little crazy. For the same reason, we now have 60 batteries, in case we need them. In case it's going to be a while before we hit a base. This is still set up the same way. Preempting what I was told by my friends, who the Devonian is named after. I'll go that far, but I'm not going to say what his actual name is, unless he wants me to. We stockpiled an oh dear god amount of titanium because apparently when we go down to the bottom of the ocean, there's no titanium. So I grabbed every square inch of metal I could get my hands on. These are all blank because this is what was left over from breaking down the base at the island. So this is essentially the island. Shoehorn the base from there. Shoehorn into lockers. So we've got the moon pool in there. We've got a fabrication station. We got a bunch of lockers. Obviously, we have a ton of windows, a ton of reinforcement, a ton of foundations. We have a ton of rooms and hallways. All of that has now been turned into its base resources and stuffed into these lockers. So we easily have the starter for a base. But on top of this, we also have the original collection you guys saw in the last several videos, where we have basically a locker full of all the resources we've found to date. So, we have all of this. We still have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lockers that aren't being used. This is extra water. This is super water, because I was at my base for a while dicking around, so I kind of stockpiled our ship. We have 4 extra lockers next to a second fabricator down here in case something happens and we need it at the bottom of the ship, which I don't see as likely, but it could happen, so I wanted to make sure. So we've got our extra oh dear god amount of power supplies, so we'll be fine. I'm not worried about energy anymore. I think no matter what, we're going to be okay. And of course, I rambled so much, it's nighttime. My personal thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in. You all are awesome viewers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. It means a lot to me, and I do hope you enjoy them. So you all take care of yourselves. If you want to see more of me, keep up the video on the list, or stay tuned for more. Feel free to leave your comment below. Please remember to click that like button if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, fare thee well, everyone.